Justin Baldoni, the owner and director of It Ends With Us, had his vision for the film completely derailed by Blake Lively, who treated him as an outsider both on and off the set. If Justin's experience was tough, the crew had it even worse. They were left feeling like disposable objects, their hard work completely undervalued, and their frustrations were hard to hide. What's worse, Blake took over the production entirely, dismissing several crew members who had been with Justin from the beginning. In Justin's explosive lawsuit, he revealed shocking screenshots that exposed how Blake subjected the editors to appalling working conditions before firing them. But the story doesn't stop there. She did this to many more crew members, even forcing them to talk behind her back once they left. The drama started when Blake demanded to edit the movie herself after filming was finished, even though that's a role reserved for the director. Eventually, the studio allowed both Blake and Justin to edit their own versions of the film, with the best test screening cut being released to the public. Despite Justin's cut winning, Blake refused to back down. What followed was a nightmare for Justin's team. Blake initially worked with Justin's editors but quickly fired them, replacing them with editors that were known for working on her husband's films. In the lawsuit, Justin shared text messages between him and the editors, revealing just how toxic the environment had become. One of the editors admitted to trying to appease Blake, saying, "I want Blake to feel like she's getting what she wants so we can move on." But Justin pointed out that Blake had already been getting exactly what she wanted from the start, including full control over editing. The situation grew even worse. In one of the shocking revelations, Blake took Justin's version out of the picture completely, showing her cut at an event called Book Bonanza, which was meant to showcase their version. To add salt to the wound, Justin was uninvited. The editors were left in disbelief, one of them saying, "Unbelievable." The team rallied together, supporting each other as they endured Blake's power plays. One editor even texted Justin, "I just hope you love or at least stomach the cut that is going out into the world," a sign of just how deeply Blake's interference had affected the creative process. And this wasn't the only shocking behavior. Blake's treatment of the crew didn't end in the editing room. During filming, she pressured the crew into donating to a charity booth set up by her kids to raise money for sick children. While it seemed like a kind gesture, an insider revealed it felt tone-deaf because the crew was financially struggling due to the ongoing strikes. Many crew members were dipping into retirement savings, falling behind on mortgages, and were deeply concerned about losing their homes. The insider explained that Blake's high status on set created pressure, with the crew fearing backlash if they didn't donate, even though many were barely scraping by. As the production went on, the tension only mounted. Crew members saw Blake as rude, entitled, and completely self-absorbed, while Justin was visibly drained. One insider explained, "Justin just looked so stressed, like he had no control over the project." And with Blake constantly asserting control, even the wardrobe department didn't escape her wrath. Justin's lawsuit revealed that Blake took over the wardrobe design, dismissing Eric Damon, a professional costume designer with years of experience. Despite having worked with Blake before on Gossip Girl, Blake ignored all of Eric's work and sent hundreds of photos at odd hours to dictate what she wanted, wasting valuable resources and going over budget. On top of that, Blake made the wardrobe team deliver costumes to her home instead of attending fittings at the production office, creating unnecessary inconvenience for the team. But Blake didn't stop there. She also undermined the composer Justin had hired, someone who had completed the score with an orchestra. Blake replaced them with the composer known for working on Deadpool, her husband Ryan Reynolds' projects. She even made a bizarre comment about how she and Ryan share more than just children with the composer, further alienating the professionals who weren't associated with her husband. The situation escalated even further when Blake filed a federal lawsuit against Justin, accusing him of harassment and retaliation. She claimed Justin had improvised unwanted kisses during a scene without prior consent or a designated intimacy coordinator, which is a standard practice on many sets. But the truth revealed itself when it was discovered that Blake had refused to meet with the intimacy coordinator before filming, despite Justin's attempts to set it up. This was just another example of how Blake disregarded the protocols set in place for a safe working environment. The drama didn't end there. Blake rewrote parts of the script without consulting the original screenwriter, Christy Hall, during the writers' strike. Ryan Reynolds had also rewritten sections, but when Justin pushed back, Blake threatened him, saying she had dragons who would fight for her. At the premiere, Blake openly admitted to rewriting the script without anyone's knowledge, showing how little she respected the people who were working hard behind the scenes. Through all of this, Blake's toxic behavior created a toxic atmosphere on set, where crew members, editors, and even seasoned professionals were left struggling under her control. The lawsuits, power struggles, and constant undermining of Justin's creative vision made It Ends With Us an unforgettable disaster for everyone involved. This behind-the-scenes chaos has been exposed for all to see, showing just how far Blake went to impose her will on every aspect of the film, leaving the entire production in turmoil.